I'm not editing it out.
Oh, you got it. Can you please?
Ancient Chinese secret.
A rockathon?
A rockathon?
Yeah, we do 24 hours.
Iraqathon? Iraqathon, where we just get a bunch of guys, a bunch of bros that it was like, what was your country like before we invaded?
Oh, here's what we do. We stay in one place, and we do the Rockathon Rockdown. And people can visit us, but we can't leave.
A good old-fashioned rock down?
A good old-fashioned Rockdown. We have to pee on camera. We can't get up.
Wait, put a high school in rock down?
Yeah. It would be a filibuster.
Oh, now we're cooking, dude.
Mm-hmm. Playing the hits, I always say.
Yeah, we're doing it, baby.
Hey, Joe Naaman, untuck your fucking shirt, dude.
Dumbass.
Untuck that shit.
Untuck it, dude. Also, lemon sack, pretty cool.
Lemon sack's sick. Yeah,
lemon sack's cool, dude.
Yeah, Lemon's easily one of the top 3 people.
Love it. You guys thought we forgot about our not rivalry. Oh, it's on. Dude.
You thought we were taking the high road.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Texas has turned us into nasty boys.
We are nasty boys.
I got bit.
Joke World, report on this.
I got bit by one of the infected last night. I know we talked about it on the Patreon, but I want to issue a formal apology to any teasing I might have done to Joe Rogan or anybody.
Any of his MMA guards
any of
the Comedy Mothership.
Anybody who thinks that the Comedy Mothership has too much security has not had to walk to the mothership. Because holy shit.
Yeah.
It's 6th and 7th Street. And it feels like The Purge.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude.
A little bit. You walk down 6th Street and you're like, they're just letting this happen.
I'm telling you, okay, like
Is nobody going to do anything?
During the day, walking around like 6th and 7th Street in Austin, Texas, kind of feels like Day of the Dead, where there's a couple of walkers about, but you can dodge and weave. But at night, you turn a corner, just you're like, oh God, oh fuck, oh. Like, how crazy is it of a place where I'm like, I need an armed man to walk me to my car?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
We need stronger men than us.
Yeah, and the cops look broken.
No, yeah.
We saw that one cop honk at the homeless guy who was actually legally crossing.
The walking sign was on, and the homeless guy was just taking his sweet ass time. So the cop honked.
Hang on,
which he can. He has the right to do.
Also, we don't know. Maybe he only had one working foot.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Right. So he's working twice as hard to go half as fast.
It was. Oh my God, dude.
I respect it. In that case, I was taking the homeless guy's side. I was
I was like, this
chill out on our boy.
Real ACAB moment.
Dude, you know what? I bet he squeegees so good.
Yeah, dude, that's true. Hang on, shout out to our boy Squeegee.
Our boy Squeegee.
The
Squeegee Mangione.
Dude, he's out there cleaning up all the streets.
Yeah. He's this somewhat like gaunt crackhead who is on a corner. Basically, every time we leave our Airbnb, we see this guy because we'll see him on the way to the gym.
Well, he's
right?
got his spot.
He's got his spot.
That's his fucking spot.
Nobody's blowing up his spot. It's just him.
Yeah, for the listeners, who is Squeegee?
He's it's more like, are we all squeegee? You know, there's a little squeegee inside all of us, I think.
Well, that's I forget the book. It's not Brave New World, but there's like a Orwellian style novel that talks about how we are all like one or two real bad fuck ups away from being squeegee.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, if I didn't have the safety nets I have in my life, good chance I'm squeegee.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we both had a good laugh. The best thing he does is when he's shirtless,
and he's
flexing at
fucking
people.
flexing his muscles, like somebody's gonna look at him and go, "Oh, pretty good muscles. Yeah, squeegee my car. Go for it."
Yeah, I know, but I love that. But at the same time, it is per capita. I think Austin, Texas, is the most mentally unwell, unkept place I've been.
At least in a concentrated
Right.
area.
Yeah,
You know?
but even like some of the Austin natives we've talked to who have learned to like selectively live around are like, oh yeah, no, it's bad. like I'm not even talking because the comics. First of all, I think a comic on a mission to make it you can live through some brutal stuff, if not dehumanize people in pursuit of a goal.
Yeah.
But like the native, like my friend's daughter who like lives here, and we're like, yeah, the homeless are kind of wild around these parts. She's like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, more than other. She's like, mm-hmm.
See, that's interesting because a couple of the guys I've talked to have treated me like I'm a huge pussy for thinking so.
No, that's there's them.
There was literally one guy who like I told him this is the most homeless people I've ever seen. He was like, really? And he was like,
nah.
He was like, I've seen more in New York. Like he was like listening. I'm like, I've been to New York,
brother. Now that I hate to say it, you got aggro coped on.
Yeah.
He was aggro coping.
Maybe you think the homeless people here are more awesome.
Oh,
maybe the hobos here are less woke.
Okay.
You know?
Don't get me wrong. I know like New York will set people on fire and Chicago has dudes hitting dudes with bats.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned violence, I get.
Austin though has based hobos.
Crazy violence though. Like how did he get a broadsword? it's like everything around this man is so fucked, but then he has a sterling silver broadsword.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
He blew all the money he could have spent on a mortgage. He missed the whole mortgage payment to buy that broadsword. And now he's squeegeeing on the street.
Dude, the pawn shops of this town have got to be filled with the golden teeth of corrupt brethren. That's like, I'll have the broadsword now.
Yeah, no, when you...
We saw a couple
Once you use your broadsword and kill another hobo, you take their gold teeth. You add it to your necklace.
I forget where you were. Oh, no, never mind. You were doing your own thing, and I picked Jen up from the mothership Saturday night. Saturday night on 6th Street. And, dude, it was like a dystopic bazaar of the future. Like Blade Runner. And Jen's on the corner of the road. I barely even stop. I just put on my hazard. She sees it. She understands the assignment. It's a rolling stop. She hops in the car. Before the door's fully shut, like as the door shuts, almost like a dinosaur or zombie movie, like as the door shuts, a guy on the corner like snaps his neck and looks at the car. And dude, I could not hit the lock button harder. I was like triple checking and I'm trying and he's shuffling towards us. I'm like, we gotta fucking go. And then we take off and then like it's cartoonish. A guy dressed up as a Sith Lord with 2 lightsabers comes out of nowhere to engage this guy who does not have lightsabers.
With lightsabers?
He had lightsabers.
Oh.
Our savior had lightsabers, but the zombie was just zombieing.
Right.
But the lightsaber guy came up out of nowhere and started fucking flipping in front of him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I love Jen because she keeps her wits.
It's literally when the T-Rex eats the Velociraptor at the end of Jurassic Park.
Dude.
Yeah.
It'd be like if a wormhole opened up and Kylo Ren came out of nowhere, started fighting zombies, dude.
Well, like when one of the freaks comes out to get the other freak back in order.
Yeah, it's always a bigger fish.
They're like, leave them alone.
Like, yeah.
They're not one of us.
But, dude, I loved it because Jen was just like, yeah, welcome to 6th Street. I'm like, God damn, dude. 6th Street on a Saturday. Oh, so all that to say is I'm shocked that the mothership doesn't have like an enforcement squad with guys with riot gear who go out.
They should have a SWAT team on top of the roof.
Yeah, just snipers.
Yeah,
calling their
Dude,
hits.
the next Kent state will just be homeless guys trying to get on Kill Tony.
10 soldiers and Rogan's joking. We're finally stroking now. I'm gonna take a nap.
Tony's from Ohio.
Yeah,
he is.
Oh, big news. We can't talk about it. That's all we'll say. Tune in
Big news
4
wouldn't
weeks.
you like to know? There we go.
Quit. Yeah, thank you, dude. Bud Dwyer it, man.
Yeah, I'm Bud Dwyer.
Bud Dwyering, dude. Oh,
Dwyron.
Dwyron.
What's Maker Dwyer?
Dwyer Smart.
Yeah.
It's a whiskey
What's
so good.
is it a Led Zeppelin song, Maker? The one that's like, oh, 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 oh.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, it was a
I'm
pretty
not
good
a
reference.
huge. I
Yeah.
like Led Zeppelin.
You're not a
but-
Zeppelin fan?
No, I like Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
It's just like none of the. I can't remember any of the fucking song names. I know like Black Dog, Moby Dick,
Whole Lot of
A
Love.
Whole Lot of Love, Cashmere,
Good Times, Bad Times.
Good Times, Trampled Underfoot.
Sure.
That's a deep cut. But then I love their discography, but they are one of those bands where I'm like, none of the fucking names match this.
Yeah, no, they never give him a
And
title.
I hate it because I'm not like a Mr. Brightside spoon feed it to me all the way. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
name of the song because they say it a lot.
Right,
But,
right.
you know, every now and again I'm like, oh, come on now.
Like, I like that song, Teenage Wasteland.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Baba O'Reilly?
Baba O'Reilly. Yeah. Oh, you mean
God.
Baba O'Reilly?
She's doing it, dude.
Out here in the field,
The whole concert.
I fight for my meal.
Just the farewell tour, and every band member's got a gun to their head. Never know.
That's if we're ever famous comics,
Farewell
that'll be the
tour.
farewell tour, the Chinese Rocket Force farewell tour.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Anyway,
I'm fucking.
yeah, we're a little.
I'm hurting.
We're cooked.
I'm hurting.
Yeah,
John,
Me
if
too.
I'm being honest, I'm fucking beat, dude.
yeah.
I woke up tired. I woke up tired. I've been biting through my own teeth.
Yeah, yeah. You had to go to the mouth doctor.
You mean the dentist?
Whatever you call it. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
The mouth doctor?
Yeah, what do you-
Fuck, dude, you busted all of it last night. I think you done riffed your brains out last night.
Mouth.
Mouth doctor.
Tell you what, I'm looking for a mouth doctor, ladies.
God damn it, I'm on the hill. Somebody blow my boy.
No, I'm kidding. Don't blow me. No,
Yeah.
I don't like it actually.
Can I tell you, hot dentist. I did. That
You had a
was-
hot dentist. You had a
yeah.
hot mouth doctor.
Yeah, a hot mouth
Looking in your
doctor.
mouth. And she was the one who said you're so stressed you're biting through your teeth.
Yeah, she's like, well, I said that, and she
Oh.
chuckled like, "You're dumb. I'm like, you're cute. What are you doing later?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What was she doing later?
Shout out Aloha Dental.
Shout out.
Mahalo. I will say, dude.
Ohana means
dude,
family.
Dude, funniest thing about this dentist's office, right?
Yeah.
As I'm leaving, I see that they're like remodeling one of the rooms, so there's like a handyman in there.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down doing like outpatient paperwork, and I just hear a huge power drill going on. And I'm like, dog, if you had a fear of the dentist and you walked into Aloha Dental and you just heard from the other room, you'd be
Yeah.
like, holy shit, dude.
It's like Steve Martin from Little Shop of
It
Horrors.
was, yeah, it was,
It's around
it
the
was
corner.
insane like that. Yeah, but no, that was crazy. So let's see. We've lived a lifetime down here. I've had emergency dental work done. I've biting through my own teeth. You've made it, but we can't talk about it yet. If any of you are like, whoa, John's got some big dick aura energy on him right now,
Oh.
it's because he's made it, but we cannot talk
I
about
think
it.
I have the same aura that I've always had.
Probably, I don't know. You
Distract my
threatened to
I do want to say, you know,
kill
we've been
Joe Name.
we've been shitting on we've been shitting on the city of Austin a lot, and
No,
we-
we're pointing out accurate things.
that's true.
The city is cool, and the comics we've met here are actually pretty cool. Like a lot of them.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
rule.
I was gonna say a lot of the comedians here are okay, and shout out to
the
those.
good ones are great.
No, I'm
like,
joking.
yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
no, there's some really great comics, and they're all genuinely very welcoming and
Yeah, yeah.
even in a way where like other scenes are more standoffish until you've like proven yourself.
Yep.
And I feel like everyone here was very quick to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
like you're cool.
I will
you
actually.
know?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Of all the scenes I've been to, this one is the most open-armed.
And I think part of that is because this is such a consistently, there's so much consistent turnover in Austin. because there's people moving here all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that it's not, I don't know, you're not able to be so closed off or cliquey because so many people are moving here all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
well, because it's only existed as a massive scene for less than 5 years.
Right. So it's like if you're in Chicago or New York, there are people there that are like lifers, you know?
Yeah.
But like most of the people here are also new. And so it wasn't long ago that they were you know? So they're all pretty welcoming. Dude, Martin Phillips rocks.
Shout out Martin Phillips.
Shout out
yeah.
Martin.
Good Martin.
He's been a good dude.
Probably won't see this, but you've been awesome, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Heath as well.
Heath is cool.
It Cords? Is that how you say his last name?
I'm not sure.
Okay, but he rules.
Yeah, we had a good time at Creek in the Cave.
yeah, dude, Heath's a good time.
He opened up about stuff we
Yeah.
also can't talk about.
Can't talk about it. No,
But very sweet guy.
but your boy Johnny made it. So, but we cannot
you
talk
gotta
about
stop
it.
saying that.
What do you
dude.
mean?
You can't say that.
I can't say it.
No.
Why can't we say it?
I think it's violent. It doesn't matter.
It's not a violation.
No, okay. The more we talk about it,
violation.
all right, doesn't matter.
It does matter. You're being so coy.
Louie, I heard you've been spreading our secrets.
Whoa! Wouldn't want to slay Anthony.
Anyway, but no, I'm very thankful to the folks of the scene. They've been sweet, and we still have so much more time.
Yeah, no, this is.
We're I think we're officially halfway through today. I think.
Yeah, it's July 1st.
Yeah,
As of recording, July 1st.
it is July 1st.
If you're listening to this recording, I don't know if I'll be alive.
So we're just over the halfway.
One of
mark.
the thing monsters could exist on 6th Street. Nobody would notice. Just
Yeah,
fucking.
be blending
Probably
in.
because somebody's out there with one of Elon Musk's flamethrowers taking care of it.
Speaking of the thing, it does remind me. I've had the feeling of nobody trusts each other, and we're all so tired.
yeah.
That's the line that wrinkles around in my brain.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I get that. I don't know. Like, just going back to some of the homies we met here, they are good folk.
Yeah.
Like
Dom, Matt,
yep.
the Canadians,
dude,
Poncho,
fucking rules.
Rocks,
JJ.
Cody,
Luke,
who
yeah.
was visiting from New York.
Just
He
a
does
real
live here.
rocket shout out roundup.
Yeah,
Shout
Chris,
out to the boys.
Chris from Boston, Filipino guy from Boston.
Oh yeah.
We bought him so many drinks last night. We dragged them with us.
Young boy, dude, he weighs
Young buck.
90 pounds.
He's a tiny guy.
Dude, his mustache is a percentage of his weight.
Yeah.
His mustache
Yeah.
weighs 1% of him.
He looks like an Asian Monopoly guy. He
Yeah.
looks insane.
yeah, he's head heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
He fucking bobble around with that thing. He's got a real round. I did love that he was wearing like a short round style baseball hat every time we saw him, and I love that you're like, so what do you got going on? What do you got going on?
I said, "Are you bald under the hat?"
yeah, you're like, let's get a look at this.
and then
hairline."
he was like, "Oh, I got a fade,"
Dude,
and he took
had
it.
like a pompadour under
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
He couldn't have had more of a fuck you amount of
And
hair.
I was like, "Put it back on!"
yeah, it's like, jeez.
I was like, "Cover it up!"
It's too much hair. It was crazy. He did.
But it was a sneaky. It was like a clown car of hair.
well,
Like you
you're right,
would
the
not
fa-
have predicted
The
that.
fade he had kind of looked like Skeeter from or not Skeeter. Who's the bully from Doug?
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know
I
what
don't
I'm talking about. Kind of looked like that, or unfortunately, because all the rage is like the bad guy haircuts from the 40s. So it's like Hitler haircuts or like Nazi haircuts where it's like faded on the side and then
Yeah.
swoop back hair.
Yeah,
And he had that. I was like, fuck, dude, he does kind of look like Dojo.
yeah.
I was like, God damn, brother. That's a
Dude, cool looking guy. After everything we've said,
good looking dude.
good looking
Yeah.
dude. Only 7 months in a comedy. I hope he does it forever.
Yep. Just a real nurse.
I'm in awe of the people who are like less than a year in and come here alone.
Yeah,
To try it out?
That's fucking
I'm
epic.
8 years in, and when I'm in a place here without you, I'm like a child without their parent. I'm like, I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Like,
Yeah, well, because I feel like a person like that's so new. They have no. They're on the side of the Dunning-Kruger effect where it doesn't matter.
No,
They're
yeah.
so new. They're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go do it.
Right. No, that's
'Cause-
fair.
'cause
They don't have the awareness to be scared.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zach and I went to LA way too soon.
Yeah.
Like I did stupid shit when I was way too new. But
Yeah. Is that when Bobby Lee tried to fight Zach?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Punching or wrestling? Wrestling, man. Yeah. Zach wrestling, Bobby Lee.
I'm gonna have that moment with Martin Phillips. Just you wait. I'm kidding. I don't want to fight Martin. But Ari, I'm coming for you, dog.
Yeah, that guy's way bigger than I thought he'd be.
No, he's huge.
Yeah, that's
was
a
he like
big
6'2",
Estonia-
6'3"?
I think he got all the calories Estonia had to give.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's
the-
why they're so hungry.
Dude,
Everyone
the
else-
rest of that country's malnourished, and Ari's just leaving it like, thank you for the sustenance. I will conquer America now. It's fucking crazy. He's like a kickboxer.
Yeah, they sent him out here like Ivan
Covered in
Drago.
scars. I'm like, Jesus Christ, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if his favorite thing to do back home was just like punch barbed wire and get hammered.
I did like he talked to us while he was pissing.
Yep.
And then I've been retracing it in my mind. Did he dap us up before he washed his hands?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I did not dap him up.
He dapped us up.
Both of us?
Both
Fuck.
of us, yeah.
All right. Well, I remember he was complaining about the piss on the floor.
Yeah,
There's
and
only
We were like, hey, we didn't piss on the floor.
if
It
I've
wasn't
learned
us.
anything about third world folk, they fucking hate untidy shit, dude.
They have no tolerance.
Dude, zero tolerance for
messy
a messy
bathroom.
play. Like, dog, anybody I know from a country that's like kind of doing rough,
If there's one thing they
dog,
have standards about.
they cannot tolerate like filthy American places.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like you have it all. It's like, get a fucking mop.
It's like guys like that, they don't have stuff to put everywhere. You know?
Right. No.
They have nothing to make a mess of.
Well, yeah, but
It's like, oh no, is your one chair on the ground?
heaven forbid.
My chair is tipped over. It's
Yeah.
a mess.
No, I know Estonia is probably doing much better than we think, but it has Borat vibes of like how pissed he was. It's like, people fucking piss on the floor. And I was like,
Yeah.
buddy, we're at a comedy club.
I was pissing in the comedy mothership in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
I might have
No,
been
no.
pissing. If I was pissing on the floor.
I was in the little boy's room.
pretty good.
I was in the little boy's room, and there was an entire Zin container.
Oh
in
yeah,
the,
dude.
in the urinal that I was
The
peeing
The
in.
Zin is real. They
Yeah.
have like Zin catchers in those urinals now. It's fucking nuts, dude.
They send guys in to fish out all the piss-covered
Oh.
Zins.
I would feel so bad just because like
You're just like, oh, I just want to perform.
Dog,
I just want to be a
I've
comedian.
seen people like give homeless dudes like half a cigarette that
Yeah.
they're done smoking, like this one's yours. I could not imagine if you're like, yo, this is a pissed on Zin, but it might have something left. like yikes, dude. Fucking yikes.
Yeah, that's a level of poverty.
I will say,
I think you being a squeegee guy is above that level of poverty.
probably, but
Yeah, I'd be squeegee guy flexing muscles before I'm pissed.
dude,
Zin
when
guy.
I was a janitor at the gym, thank God I missed the Zin era. Because
Yeah.
what you would see in those urinals sometimes is out of control. But now I see at gyms, like there's a sign in front of the urinal that's like, do not spit your Zin in this urinal. It's for piss only. I'm like, damn, dude.
Are people zinning it up at the gym?
Oh,
these
yeah.
days?
Yeah.
Getting
I think people are
getting a
zinning
nick high
everywhere.
while you're lifting.
Do you Zin?
No, I don't like. I've tried it. Have you tried Zins?
No.
No, they're like. I don't know. I think they're weak. Like
What do you mean?
I don't know. It was like I tried one. I was like, I don't feel any.
Well, they come in different strengths.
Yeah, no, I got the highest strength one, and I put 3 on my upper lip and 3 on my bottom lip, and I was like, I guess there's a tickle. I
A
don't know.
Canadian mouth guard?
Yeah, I was layered. I was talking like Marlon Brando all
Hang on,
night.
wait, were they fresh or they piss covered?
No, they were fresh. I could afford them.
You bought them?
I think I don't remember if I bought them or if I think I might have taken them off of Chris Barrett. I don't remember.
Damn, that's crazy that you just went for 6. Were you hammered?
No, I put in 1 and
Okay.
then I put in 2
Uh-huh.
and I worked my way up to 6.
Okay.
I was I hammered? I wasn't sober.
All right, there it is.
Um,
You're the guy just a needle in arm. I don't feel it, dude.
but I did. I was like, if this was a cigarette, it would be 11 times
nothing
better.
hits like a fucking ciggy.
A 5-beer cig.
Yeah, 5-beer ciggy.
Oh.
Oh, let me tell you, brother. Every time I see somebody vaping, dipping, smoking a cigar, gurgling on hookah, it's just, how do you like to consume your nicotine? Oh, gurgle it. I'm fixing the gurgle. Like, what are we doing here? And then there's just the classic Zachary Bakar out there looking at everybody, just ripping a dart. And it's like, yep, there it is. We figured that out hundreds of years ago. Cigarette. Boom.
Yeah.
It's coming around again, too.
Yeah, we keep trying to fix cigarettes, and
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like mainly
Stop it.
because like I can't imagine a bunch of the Asian bros just rolling dice in the alley,
yeah.
but then like ripping on jewels. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not as cool, dude.
It's
Flip
literally.
flops in a jewel ain't the same as flip flops in a ciggy.
I'll tell you what.
uh,
Cigars are
Yeah.
Terminator 1. Cigarettes are Terminator 2.
okay,
And then ever since then, we've been trying to do it again,
okay, yeah.
and we're like, dude, we peaked at 2.
Yeah.
Just stop. We
I'm
don't
gonna go ahead and say corn cob pipe
even.
salvation.
Corn got yeah, salvation.
I'm glad it exists, but I'm not really going out of my way for it a lot. Yeah.
Oh, the Frosty the Snowman hate comments are coming in. Frosty's pissed, dude. That's a pretty good riff. That's a top tier riff.
It's great. I'm
Got
here
some,
for it.
Got some July Frosty the season jokes.
There must have
Frosty
been
the-
some epic cum in that old hat, they say. 'Cause when they put it on his head, he said,
Now I'm gay.
Frosty the Snowman, he has cocaine for you. As long as you are big boobed and want to give him head.
Happy birthday.
Oh, God, yeah, no. Bad riff button. I'll die on that hill. There it is. Oh, boy.
There we go. This is yeah.
Man, we've
so-
been having like incredible riffs. This is truly the bummer of the pod sometimes.
is that we've been riffing all
Dude,
the best stuff.
yeah, the best riffs in the car on the way to the gym have
Yeah.
been incredible. There's one you can say that I'm not sure I can say it, but
which one are you thinking
it
of?
was our take on the Dukes.
Oh, the Gooks of Hazard?
Yeah, dude.
The Gooks of Hazard?
I-
General Reed.
They're driving around in the General Ree. Dude, that show, they'd get in so many more car accidents.
Well, here's my twist in the Gooks of Hazard, right?
All right.
There's absolutely no threat.
Except for them
There's
on
nothing.
the road.
You're right. They drive like the Dukes of Hazard, except they're not in a car chase. That's just how they're driving. Publish it.
Cut it. Man.
Clip it, baby.
I mean,
You want to play? You want to play?
yeah.
Play around.
Just immediately.
Wait,
It's the only way I've been trained.
There we go.
Honestly, we should be careful because the apartment we're living in,
There might be a smoke alarm.
well, there's probably terrified neighbors who are underneath the bed right now, being like,
yeah.
it's happening again. I swear we're gonna save up and move to the other side of the tracks.
It's the squeegee man with the cap gun again.
Dude, I'm trying to remember. It's a Modesto comic, from Scott. Shout out Scott Powers.
Scott Powers, yes.
Yeah, you
I
met
know
him
Scott,
at
yeah.
Savage Henry. I
met him.
remember, dude, we were walking around Eureka kind of late one night, and a couple of, dude, I will say, hey, honorable mention for the Austin homeless. The
Mhm.
Eureka homeless are up there, dude, because
Dude.
Yeah, they're up there. Dude, it's like Salem's Lot when the sun goes down.
It's real sundown.
Get out of this town.
So I was walking when I was at Savage Henry. I had this. Rob and Pat and I were in a hotel, like 8-minute walk from the club.
Yep.
And Rob and Pat, they turn in early. You know, those older fellas, they're in bed by like 10 p.m. I'm out late with the youngins, and I was walking back, and you get to a certain point where there's kind of no street lights for a bit. So I walk out in the middle of the street because I'm like, I don't want to be on either side. And you can just hear voices like in the distance.
Yeah, it's like Jawas are watching you.
And I'm not kidding. I hit a can in the middle of the street. And then I turn to my right, and there's this little, like, I think it was like a bank or something, and there was like a ramp that goes down. From like that ramp, I could see the silhouettes of like 10 heads just go go up. Yeah. And then I just start running, and then I never looked back, but I did hear
Dude,
behind me.
It's
the whole time.
I swear to God. No, I had a similar experience in Eureka.
Yeah.
Where, walking home, you know how like sometimes they'll have like, it's not streets, but like wide open like sidewalk park area with benches. I remember I was like, okay, my Airbnb is on the other side of this little thoroughfare here. Just got to walk through here. I'm going to be okay. And I remember as I was getting ready to walk, I'm like, I'm going to check. And like in the beginning of 28 days later, I just go, hello? And then like 4 or 5 dudes from a bench just, I'm like, oh my God. It was like in the church when all the, like, they just stare at you for a second. And then you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta run, dude. And they're tweaked up. But anyways, the reason I'm shouting out old Scott Powers, some of them were out daytime walking. And they were coming up to us aggressive. And Scott could see on me, I'm like, I don't know how to handle this. And Scott Powers, without flinching, goes, back the fuck up, dog. I'm from Modesto. We hit homeless people out here. I was like, oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's crazy to see the California pendulum. Because it's like, you can only live amongst this craziness for so long until every core of your liberal, their people too, vibe just completely shatters. Yeah. And you go, nope, like, I'm not about to let this guy rip my throat out. Yeah. And it was crazy. The guy did
There's
back
a
up.
little bit of Charles Bronson and Death Wish deep inside of you.
A little bit. I don't know, dude. Okay. I'm going to tap on the glass for a moment of sincerity. What the fuck do we actually do about this? Because like
homeless people?
Okay, there's like homeless where you're like, damn, they're hard up. But like,
and there's the ones that are like animals.
We've blown past the virus.
They've evolved.
The virus has evolved.
There are alphas.
Yeah, dude, they're leading people. They're ripping fucking heads off and sticking them on trees. They're chasing you with their cock and balls out. Dude, Ralph Fiennes is out there blow darting them.
There's been 3 separate times you were like, oh, homeless guy, pants are down.
Dude.
And I'm like,
they'll get you.
Yeah, I've never. I'm always like, was there a cock? And you're like, no, there's no cock.
Well, the one guy that almost got me real good was the guy in the like designer hospital gown.
Yeah,
and then he turned around and was like, motherfucker. And then he had his shorts on, but then he pulled his shorts down to immediately start shitting. And I was like, God.
Broad daylight.
Middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Obviously, it was the middle of the road in broad daylight. Yeah, it wasn't in a private location.
One would shit. We've gone so far past. Like, we just got to help these people get a job and like get a house.
No, it's like we got to round them up and put them in a place. We got to.
That's fucked up. But you know, Trump said that.
Well, no, I mean this is like a positive way, like create
just concentrate them all in one spot where we can get
literally a homeless hospital.
It sounds like a new CBS show coming this fall. Homeless hospital. It's just doctors with new bite marks. Going, I fucking quit, dude. I can't handle this. I told you. Oh, dude. Okay.
He pissed on me and asked if I was his mom.
I remember this. Okay, this was back in Detroit. shout out Dad. When Dad was quite ill and we had to go to the hospital. I think did I share this on the pod already? We were man, maybe I didn't because I wasn't really talking about this stuff back then. Also, Pop's doing a lot better for the listeners, so love you Rocketeers that know. And if you don't know, now you know, buddy. But the only available ER room one day was in the psych ward. And so we had my dad in one of the rooms, and I couldn't tell what was going on because in the moment I didn't know we were in the psych ward ER, but the smell out of control. I was like, man, ERs really smell like piss and shit. and then I remember I went out to grab a drink, bring some waters back, and I see from down the hallway this black dude in a hospital gown, and he's pirouetting in his hospital gown, just doing ballerina moves down the hallway. And almost like Night of the Living Dead, where the zombie's way far away, but it's slowly walking towards you. I'm like, oh, he's making his way up the hall. And he's pirouetting. And I see from a distance, he's full dick and balls out. So as he's pirouetting, you just kind of get what are those childhood, you spin it and then it makes lights around the room like a carousel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it would just be snapshots of this dude's cock and balls swinging around under his hospital gown, right? So he's doing that. And then what's truly insane is, and nurses and doctors were walking by him. This is fine. He's not a threat. But he would stop and peek into rooms and then keep going. So he's just ballerina twirling. And he got real fucking close to my dad's room, and I fucking snapped and pointed at him and went, no. And I do love that he was just like, all right. He had a moment of clarity and then just kept going. Passover, I put fucking crazy blood over my dad's arch. I was like, all right, I had to go slaughter a goat to make sure this.
You had to do a summer solstice.
Yep. I put some Welch's over the top.
And for
of my
1
dad's.
second, he stopped being insane and was like, oh,
yeah. I was like, all right, we put that over top.
My bad, man.
Yeah. Buzzkill.
Guess you don't fuck with this.
Yeah. And then kept going.
And then,
yeah, dude, but it was
immediately
crazy because he just got it and he understood, and then right to the next room.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, that was in a hospital.
Yeah.
That is just all the fuck over the place out there.
Yeah, Austin, Texas is one big hospital.
One big homeless hospital.
It's that one big homeless hospital.
Come to you fall on the CBS.
This is what I call a free-range homeless hospital. All of our homeless are free-range. Man, it's very ethical homeless here.
It would not shock me if on our way out of town we just see military helicopters dropping off Connex boxes on top of each other.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this about? And it's just a news bulletin that Trump's turning Austin into an open air prison. What the fuck?
You'd be like, you have 1 day to get out.
Yeah. Just checkpoints of look in here. Let me see your eyes.
Joe Rogan stuffing his suitcase full of supplements. We gotta go.
He's just housing Alpha Brain. Oh my god, dude. That is
just David Lucas just stopping through a drive-through on the way out.
he wouldn't make it out.
He would. No,
no.
Not on foot.
Yeah, man. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, so just in case this podcast comes out a few days from now.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know, dude.
We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him around. So I hope he's okay.
I was gonna make a very hack joke of haven't felt a tremor in the city. The seismograph shows it's like tracking Godzilla. Be like, no rumbles in the ground. I think he's still out to sea.
It's if you hear fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of a gay motherfucker. Then that's how you know it's
Man,
him.
you look like a gay crackhead. It's like it is, dude.
Yeah, it's literally a gay
what
crackhead.
it is out there. Oh man, when the society collapses and 6th Street's ghouls start eating people.
If I ever get a roast battle with David Lucas, I'm be like, David, you look like a fat guy. You look like a big fat idiot. Because he is. Like, what do we?
Hell yeah, dude.
No.
Fucking
No,
dumbass.
David, you're cool. You're all cool. Everybody here's cool.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we're just joking around. We're having fun.
Hey, we're
just playing.
We're joshing
We're
around.
just playing.
Just joshing around.
Yeah.
I will say, every time we've gone to the grocery store, people shop here like a hurricane's coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Any day now. Yeah.
It's every aisle. It's just people go. I'm like, is there something going on? I don't know. I've never been around more. Actually, you know what? I take it all back. In context, it makes way more sense.
Yeah.
We're in a Latin dense part of the hood.
Yeah.
And it's probably because ICE agents are fucking running around these streets.
Yeah. They're all finding spots to hide.
Yeah. It is.
Have you checked our classes?
Did you see the one ICE agent outside the HEB?
No.
There was two when we were.
Are they labeled ICE?
Yeah,
Do they
well, I
have-
called him, and I was like, I was like, boys, you gotta. I was like, brother, I know everybody's talking about the Home Depot, but you gotta check out this HEB.
Fellas, 3 words for you. Fish in a barrel.
Yeah. I was like, don't worry, I got Johnny locking off one of the entrances now. But no, in context, now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, that's probably the energy I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be whiter just looking at the back of labels. I have all the time in the world to read this
What
cheese
is
label.
this?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Going back, snatching all the coupons.
Caso Blanco? Caso Blanco? Caso Blanco? And then
Yeah, you're in town going like, where's the chili in my chili queso dip?
yeah, dude, I'll die on the hill. Chili con queso should have meat in it. Right?
Everybody at home needs to understand this. Louis and
Are you breaking the fucking fourth
I'm
wall
breaking
for
the
this?
fourth wall because you already know
I'm
what
in
happened.
on it, yeah.
Louis ordered at a Mexican restaurant chili con queso.
For the record, I just call them restaurants now.
Yes, but sure. He starts digging through it, going, I think they didn't put chili in this. And I explained very kindly that the chili refers to the chili peppers that are in the queso. But I think we both agree after eating it, it would be better with chili.
Yeah, also, another comic did agree that chorizos should be in that.
Yes.
Secondly, I was going by BW3 law, and by Buffalo Wild Wings standards, chili con queso means literal fucking chili meat in the queso.
Yeah.
So I guess I should have ordered sloppy beef queso.
Yeah, I guess Buffalo Wild Wings knows better than the authentic Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, next to the pool hall.
Next to the pool hall
Yeah.
in Texas, which is like about as Mexican as you can get without actually being there, I think.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how keen they are on Tex-Mex, but they're like, I would really like the Mex to get out of Tex. Love me some Tex-Mex. Hate the Mex and Tex. though.
Max, leave the Tex.
Yeah. That's what an odd.
Take the Max, leave the Tex.
Oh yeah, and then the casual like tourist racism. I feel like people travel here to be like I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Feels
yes.
like it's like coming here feels like when a big game hunter goes out to Africa, like, oh, I'm gonna go shoot a lion. I feel like some people come here like, I'm gonna say the N-word. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna wear a cowboy hat and say it.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
I had a bit of a run-in last night at Creek in the Cave with a Zionist comedian. He was a Jew guy.
Do I know him?
You might have met him. I forget his name, but he was a Jewish comic, and he was making jokes about how he's the most anti-Semitic comic and makes like a lot of jokes at Jews' expense.
I met him, but
Yeah.
the vibe was not there for me, so I
Gotcha.
excused myself.
No, he talked to me a lot. He kept talking to me about trans women.
Okay. For or
and-
against?
No, well, it was weird. It was kind of neither. It was more neutral. He was like, all these people saying they're getting tricked by trans women. If you're having sex with a trans woman, it's because you want to. and he wasn't saying trans woman. He was using a different phrase, but he was saying like all these guys
Did
going
it
to
end
Thailand
with a knee?
because this guy used to live in like in Philippines, and he'd been to Thailand many times. And he
Something
was
tells me he wanted to a few times.
was flirting with it, but he was like
I don't understand how being a Zionist makes you down for
get
trans
dick in
some
your butt.
Trans peen.
Yeah, I don't know. But he was like he did say because he was like, yeah, I'm the most anti-Semitic. I hate the Jews more than anybody else. And then I was like, free Palestine. He goes, no, I support Israel. But and then he was like, and then he made a joke. He made like a dark joke about Palestinians, and he was like, yeah, that one murdered in Gaza. And I was like, there's a lot of murdering going on in Gaza.
I will say you are better at handling the automatic on when people come up to you and start like riffing at you.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm just like, nah, please don't do that.
Yeah, no, he was like, it took me a second because he was really monologuing at me about trans people in like Thailand and stuff. And then it took me a second before I was like, oh, I think he's running material at my face.
There's a couple of times where comics have come up to us and they'll do, and unfortunately I think it is a new comedian thing where they will just start doing comedy at you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, stop. What is your name?
Right.
How are you? Who are you?
Where are you from?
Yeah, and then it's like, I'm actually a Zionist, but I love dude lady peen. You're like, okay. What's your name, buddy? You're like, names, we'll get to that, but let me tell you about Gazan dude pussy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if he ever formally introduced himself.
Dude pussy.
Gazan dude. That could have been the name of the podcast.
Yeah. Still might be.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that guy was a bad man.
That or Zionist hog. Gazan dude pussy in the
versus Zionist hog. Yeah, that's how it should be published in the headlines.
Oh no.
Versus Iranian bussy. What time are we at?
Are you time checking? I'm gonna get a
I am
cattle
time.
prod, and every time you time check, I'm gonna zap you right in the neck.
Don't you dare, dude.
Don't do it, John.
I'm just kidding.
Zionist dude.
Oh.
Oh no, that's terrifying. Do you remember that? I think it was not a guy from Wu-Tang, but it was a young musician who did too much PCP and cut his dick and ball off. Jumped out a window.
Was that Sid Vicious?
No, did he do that?
No.
Oh,
He just stabbed his girlfriend. I think that's all he did.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know Sid and
I
Nancy.
didn't know that.
You know the whole Sid and
No.
Nancy thing.
No, we're not close like
Oh.
that. Yeah. Doesn't come up. It probably
All right.
explains.
Sorry,
why.
I spoiled the movie then.
It's all
Anyway, no, who did PCP and cut his dick and balls?
I don't know. We're gonna have to Google search that. Maybe save it for the
Oh,
Patreon.
I do know who did that. It was Frank Ocean.
For
Frank
real?
Ocean did too much PC. Quote me on this. This is a fact. Frank Ocean, who all you white women love, did a bunch of PCP and cut his penis and balls off.
Does he hang out with that piano fellow with the super deep voice?
Who?
Frank Ocean's piano guy. I don't know. I think.
I don't
Am I thinking the same guy?
I don't know who Frank Ocean is.
Wait, really?
Well, I'm familiar with him.
He's
I don't
the
listen
black
to his
guy with the
music.
beautiful voice.
Yeah,
Women
yeah.
like it. And
Yep.
then he's friends with like a huge Adam Appled up like white dude who plays the piano.
Yeah,
He's got one of those like silly Chris Titus mics.
yeah.
And he's got one of them super deep voices.
Okay, you know more about Frank Ocean than I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, when he cut his dick and balls off and jumped out of the window, it really bummed me out, dude.
Oh, rest in peace, Frank.
They patched him up.
Yeah, he's fine now.
Yeah.
Ladies, ladies, Frank is back on land.
Oh God, the Austin sun has cooked our brains.
Frank has resurfaced.
And we're swelling.
Oh,
All right, what butt plugs? Let's get.
Are we on the butt plugs
I
already?
think so.
All right, so let's see. This is coming out Thursday. If you're in Austin, Texas, Saturday night I'm gonna be at the Velveeta Room, 10 at 10 p.m. Then Sunday we're both. Are you also on that?
Yeah, we're
one?
both doing that one.
Okay, and then Sunday we're also both at East
Austin?
Austin Comedy Club. Sunday
Yeah, I think we have the
Funday-ish.
same shows.
Same shows during the weekend.
I think we're talking about the same shows.
Yeah, and then next week when I'm back in Michigan, Next Stop Comedy on Friday, and then Saturday night the 12th, headlining Weird Bird, the record shop in Ypsilanti. Please fill out the room so I don't have to headline for nobody.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yes, this weekend we're Velveeta Room Saturday, East Austin Comedy Club Sunday. Trying to July 4th we're just partying. Then when I get back to Chicago, nothing this week, so I'll save the plugs for next week's episode. But Grand Rapids, I'm headlining a show Saturday. Is that the 15th?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Who gives a shit?
Wait, Saturday the 12th.
Saturday the
July
12th.
12th,
Yeah,
because that's
July
when
12th.
I'm headlining.
All
You can
right.
see him headlining Grand Rapids, or you can see me headlining Ypsilanti.
Hey,
Take your pick.
and let me tell you, friends, in a couple of weeks, he's going to be the one headlining Grand Rapids, and I'm going to be lucky to be in Ypsilanti. Hey, brother, take me with you.
yeah, of course. Wait. Oh, okay.
Jesus, have you already forgotten what we do?
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
We got questions from Roachman.
Yeah, I know we do. Oh shoot, let me go get my phone.
All right.
I'll be right back.
I can feel a little bit of
All
dead
right, fill
air.
some time.
Yeah. I guess I'll just have to fill some time. The Book of the Dead? Whatever could this be? It looks like it's written in blood. But it's a knock-knock joke, can't you see? Knock, knock, who's there? We can't talk about it right now. All right. So questions from
Questions from the Roach Man.
Roachman Dune.
These are to keep in mind if you'd like to submit questions. Sign up on Patreon at the Dummy Gunner tier.
I'm going to say that with a little bit more moxie. It's for one of the hosts that isn't completely over it. One of the two. Hey, if you want to be the new co-host of Chinese Rocket Force, hit me up. And if you want to submit questions, Dummy Gunners and the Patreons, Rocketeers, CCP card holders, Dummy Gunners, Mouse, and just listeners in general who are still Rocketeers in my heart. But let's see. Go ahead, sign it on up.
Okay, so Dummy Gunner questions. This is from Snow Roach. Do you want me to do the fuck, marry, kill one?
Sure.
Okay, Snow Roach asks, fuck, marry, kill, Comedy Store, Mothership, and The Cellar. Whichever one you kill, all those comics that are considered residents of that city, not just the club, die instantly. Whichever one you fuck, you can only work with those comedians once. The one you marry, you can only work with them forever, basically.
Oh, all right.
So, do you want to go first? Because I think I have my answer.
Yeah, you go first then. I don't think I have mine worked out yet.
Okay. I marry The Cellar easily, I think.
Okay.
I think because if we're talking New York comics, it's you have Attell, you have
Joe List,
Joe
Louis,
List,
Mark Norman, Attell,
Louis Mark Normand,
Jordan Jensen,
Ian Farnance,
uh,
Nick Mullen,
Stav,
Adam, just like the
Beth
greats.
Stelling or is she L.A.?
Beth's
No.
L.A.
All right, Beth's L.A.
I'm pretty sure she's LA, ex-Chicago, but so yeah, I think Jeff Ross, he's New York. So I just think New York is like consistently Foster's the best.
Still goated. Yeah.
Still goated. So
Yeah.
you'd marry the seller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If it was drastically different, I would have waited to tell you. But I'm like, nah, I'm also marrying the seller.
Now here's a question: do we consider are Shane and Matt mothership?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes it hard.
Not for me. It don't.
You're still killing the mothership.
Yeah.
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 All right. Because I mean, if you're gonna fuck the store,
I'm a lay Bill Burr down. I'm
Is-
gonna do him right.
all right. Well, taking out Burr, who do we have at the store?
The Comedy Store.
Yeah, in the scene, in the LA scene currently.
I see. It's a lot of like up and coming tiers
Yeah.
as well. But like, I don't know, man. Like, weirdly enough, Nashville has a couple of boys that it would still, like Theo, I still kind of consider Comedy Store, even though
Yeah.
he broke off.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's like Burr, Andrew Santino, Bobby Lee,
Tim Dillon.
and then like honestly, some of just the actual homies, like Frank Castillo, Jay was there for a little bit, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good LA homies. Because I mean, I guess if we don't mean just the club, because Snow Roach did mention like it's
Is
the
it
whole
the whole scene? Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, then
'Cause
okay. I
also-
thought it was just the store.
Because then that means you got Paul
Dude,
Danke,
Paul
and
Danke.
Cornell Reed, Ron Lynch.
Yeah, absolutely. Alec Cole? No
yeah,
fucking
Alec
way,
Cole.
dude.
Yeah,
I might
there's too
even
many
want to fuck
killers.
those boys for life. That's an argument for
Actually,
marriage.
sorry, yeah. If we're bringing the
Yeah,
boys
like,
into it,
fuck, dude.
maybe marry the store, dude.
Yeah. So the question was the whole scene.
Yeah,
Shit. I'm sorry. Because okay, mad love and respect to everybody at the mothership, and I will say this: world class talent.
Yeah.
Even like the up and comers.
yeah.
But it's I still think the coasts are still absolutely goated.
We are killing the mothership by default.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
A
safe to say.
utilitarian murder.
Exactly.
Because they do literally. Matt and Shane and their whole crew move down here.
Yeah.
Start digging.
And they're
graves.
awesome, dude. To like Tommy Pope is great.
Yeah.
Chris O'Connor's great. And then all of the lower tier.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
fellas.
understand in this fucked up, absolute evil question from Snow Roach.
Yeah.
That we even have to kill some of our own friends.
Yes. We have to kill some of our own friends if we kill any of these scenes.
Yeah,
We have to kill Elena if we kill New York.
York,
We have
yeah.
to kill Jake Ford if we kill New
We
York.
can't do that.
We can't do that.
Can't do that.
So I think we have the least amount of close friends here. So we have to kill
We have
Austin.
to kill Austin.
So,
So I think we have marry, fuck, kill the same. I'm still gonna marry the seller.
yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with
Yeah.
the Comedy Store. And I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna kill Mothership, even
Yeah.
though it does rule.
I'm going to say that for now as well.
I would. It's like as I'm fucking, Mothership walks by the bay window. I go, fuck. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill that later because I've gone from a married man to a cheating whore man to a murderer. Or are we the other way around? Are we reformed? We murder first, then we fuck, then we marry. It's marry, fuck, kill. It always goes the other way. That's fucked up.
Yeah, they say fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, is it fuck, marry, kill?
That's what they call it, yeah.
Should be kill, fuck, marry.
Yeah.
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 If you want to be reformed.
Kill
about
and fuck Mary. What'd Mary ever do to you?
Whoa.
Should I do one more?
Yeah. How many?
He asked so many, so I'll come back.
Oh, you
want
want to do some at the end of the Patreon as well then?
No, I feel like I feel like we got to answer these in the real eps. That's kind of the part of the.
Hey, keep it going then.
All right. When it comes to, I'll read this one because it's in a similar vein. When it comes to the top 3 clubs, those listed above, being the Avengers or Justice League of comedy clubs, what other 3 clubs in other states would you say compete or would make the backup 3. If you had to pick a
Oh.
Detroit club, which are you picking between HOC, Ridley's, Indy? If you have another competitor, you can switch around. I'll comment mine after. So
I think I have my 3 already.
yeah, go for it.
Comedy Works Denver, out of control. That's a top tier club,
Okay.
and they foster a scene. Like, so it's a club that also fosters a scene.
Yeah.
Their like new talent night is so awesome. They have
Good.
like a tier system. They foster new comics. They give feedback. Comedy Works Denver, top tier. Then I've never been yet, but I hear the Zanies in Nashville is getting like world class. And that's like, again, you got Theo Vaughn, you got Nate Bargatze, you got Dusty Slay, and then a shit ton of good like Midwestern and Coast comics are starting to come to Zany's Nashville. So I think Nashville's probably on the way up. As much as I would love to say like one of the clubs in Chicago, but unfortunately none of the Chicago clubs quite do that yet.
Yeah.
I really hope there's a renaissance soon. Then I want to say one of the Detroit clubs, but honestly, the third for me would be Go Bananas in Cincinnati,
Okay.
because they do the same thing, man. They foster talent.
Yeah.
But no, as far as Detroit clubs, Indy, Ride or Die.
Yeah. Indy's our club.
Yeah, Indy, independent, Ride or Die.
Yeah. I haven't been to any of the other clubs you mentioned. Out of state, I've
Well,
been
hey,
to.
in a couple of weeks, I'll be lucky if I'm opening for these clubs.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna base this on. You know, is it how they run the club? Is it how they foster talent? Is it just literally the layout of the club? We always say the platonic ideal of the perfect club is the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase in terms of
Yeah.
how it's set up. You know, like geographically, low ceilings. You know, the lighting, the
Yeah.
tiered seating, it's perfect.
Jukebox was pretty good too. The one we just did in Peoria.
Oh, you know what? Jukebox. I'm putting jukebox on there.
Alright.
So showcase jukebox. And then I know you said you wouldn't put any of the Chicago clubs. It's just near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna put Lincoln Lodge on there.
Yeah, Lincoln Lodge is up there.
I think if you're a comic and you want a place to be comfortable hanging out in,
yeah, you know what?
I would put Lincoln Lodge there.
I'm gonna.
I don't know if it's like, you know, it's like it's not in terms of that. If I'm going to talk geographics, it's not perfect, but it's got like 3 rooms, big shows, little shows, a lot of comic
everything
run
in Chicago rules.
Yeah,
It's just like it's still not fully like cohesive, like pipeline. Like
yeah,
you start as an open micer here, work your way up. It's like it's like soft passing
yeah,
and vouching until you're like just working the clubs.
yeah,
It's and I don't know how to explain it because I haven't been on the other side of it yet. Like some people are helping me just get booked at Laugh Factory more because they're like, "Oh, you're a good comic."
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." But I'm like, "Is there like a process?" And they're like, "Nah, kind of. I'll talk to the guy for you." And you're like, "Okay."
Right.
Whereas like I don't know, I really really love both like all 3 of the places I just mentioned have like an actual like pipeline
Yeah.
where you sign up for the open mic, you do that enough, like you keep showing up, somebody will see you, you get good criticism feedback, yeah, I like that coaching and
Yeah.
not like the weird shitty kind. It's like good stuff.
Right.
Whereas like I love the Lincoln Lodge, you're right, it rules, but it's
Yeah.
still kind of like, yeah, show up and have time. And if you're
Yeah.
a good comic, you're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
If you don't know anybody, you're going to be like, well, this is weird and I don't know anybody.
Yeah, yeah. If you know a couple people, I do have to. I'm gonna shout him out. I've told you this story directly before. I want to say it here. When I did best night ever at the Lincoln Lodge, Sam Baru, my man,
Yeah.
the best.
I fucking love Sam. dude.
I'm sitting in the green room around a bunch of comics that I don't know.
Yeah.
That at the time I didn't know. So like Steph Robertson's there and like a couple other guys. And they're all chatting. They're all like close, and I'm just kind of wallflowering. And Sam, after my set, he like walks in the green room and he goes like, "Great set, dude." And he
Yeah.
looks at everyone else in the room and goes, "This guy's a fucking killer."
Fuck
and then
yeah.
he leaves.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And so then everyone turns to me like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so Sam, I'll never forget what you did for me
Dude,
there.
I will say this much. Like Michigan home forever, and I love all the homies from home. The new to me, the folk in Chicago that are like, I'm like, oh man, that Midwestern love hits quick.
Yeah.
And like the new set of boys, and it's like, again, you just got to do the damn thing and not be an asshole, and then it's like, oh, all right, you're in.
Yeah.
Like cool. Yeah. And honestly, man, I've been having so much fun in Austin. This place does rule, despite all the zombie talk. This place is cool. Cannot express how open-armed the scene has been to us.
Yeah.
I do. I miss Chicago, man. I miss West Hazlitt.
Of course.
Because I visit it all the time because I still live in regular Hazlitt.
Right. Yeah.
But I miss Chicago.
Yeah, no, you miss being able to visit Chicago
all the
often.
time. Yeah, I miss being able to.
Well, you did say this trip here is the longest you've been in one place.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
In how long? This is technically a trip, but Louis' bed on this trip is the longest he's been in one bed for consecutive nights since your old apartment.
Yeah,
I
and this
think.
isn't like a whoring around joke. This is because my life's been in such fucked turmoil, such absolute fucked turmoil.
Yeah.
The second closest stint of it being in the same spot was when I was violently ill.
Yeah.
At my folks' place. So it's like, I'm just gonna sweat in this bed for 7 days.
And even then, not as many days.
Nope.
You got up moving. All right.
All right.
Join us on the Patreon, everybody.
Patreon, everybody. Love
Patreon
you,
up.
everybody.
Love you.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see you soon.
That is a spicy podcast.
Bunch of slap-jawed
Chinese
rocket.